always had this game in the back of my mind since when it was first announced, but until right now with this video, I never knew what it actually was. A lot of you were also commenting on some of my videos, really wanting me to cover this game. Well, I took a good look at it and only now just realized it is so much more than just a Soul-like game. Yes, it has Souls-like element and is inspired by the genre, but we're talking about a massive open world survival action RPG which has so many unique monsters, weapons, characters, and overall what looked like a beautiful world to explore. Alright guys, before we start, make sure you guys drop a like to give some support to the channel and for more on upcoming games like these. Let's start right away. Bleak Faith Forsaken was originally announced through Kickstarter and had a pretty successful campaign, and the fact that all of this is made by a development team of 2 people made it all worthwhile. I'm still amazed at how many great looking games are being made by really small indie teams. It shows when you have passion you can do so much. Bleak Faith Forsaken is the perfect mix of H.R. Giger, Guillermo del Toro's movies, and these Souls-like games. There will be plenty of horrific monstrosities wandering around the open world, bizarre and creepy music playing, and a post-apocalyptic environment mixed with a bit of a medieval style. Something really important to keep in mind is that everything you see in this video will be changed and better when the game releases. Most of what will be shown here is not new gameplay, since the developers are working hard as we speak to enhance about everything. It is also said to be releasing to PS4 and Xbox One sometime in the future, but first on PC. At its core, Bleak Faith Forsaken is an open-world survival or action RPG set in a universe you've never experienced before. Play as one of the Forsaken, the last frontier of humanity, against the growing horrific monsters coming out of the Omni structure. As you find yourself stranded in a faraway outpost in the world, you must adapt in order to survive. The world won't wait for you though, you must venture into the unknown, your faith will decide your fate. It is a cross between cyberpunk and dark fantasy. Bleak Faith will offer a story and experience that will be a breath of fresh air for all gamers looking for something new, as said on their website. The world itself is full of lore, and every aspect of it is crafted with utmost passion and a dedication to art. As a baseline, there is an estimated 30 plus hours of content, which is really great. It also has a deep class system and a procedural AI system that ensures that no playthrough is ever the same. The architecture of the world, which is the Omni structure, is a huge aspect of the game. Meticulously designed and crafted, Bleak Faith aims to tell a story through its world without leaning on traditional means of storytelling. This isn't another RPG set in a forest or a dystopian post-apocalyptic barren wasteland. It is much different than that. It is also a game which features an emergent narrative method coupled with more structured traditional moments. The developers are heavily focusing on creating a strong sense of curiosity about the path not taken by offering unique and compelling content in every unique locations of the open world. Having said that, the world employs both vast open areas and more linear openness a la Dark Souls. The aim is to evoke that same feeling of wonder and excitement that you felt the first time you played a game, they said. In this world, there are a few heavens for the Forsaken, and these are generally outposts which serve as bases to recover from journeys and prepare for more and meet some characters. However, nowhere is truly safe. You can expect tight and meticulously crafted and expanded combat that brings tempo and action to this world in amazing quality and detail. The combat communicates the danger in adrenaline-pumping fashion, as it is fast, responsive, and unforgiving, with different classes to choose from, where each are truly unique. What's really cool in this game is that there will be a complete simulated ecosystem of factions and AI groups. The inhabitants of the Omni structure will compete with you, but also among themselves. So you will need to grow and expand, change and adapt, and so the food chain in the ecosystem will, as a result, mold to every playthrough. For example, an apex predator from your last playthrough might have already died out in this playthrough, and you never fight it again because it has been killed by other AIs or yourself. It's a constant race against time, as enemies will try and outgrow and outsmart not only you but other competition. You will hunt, scavenge, and grow to stay on top of the food chain. It is said you will never experience an area the same way, as the procedural nature of the ecosystem will ensure that you can never let your guard down. Having said that, there are still linear areas of the game, especially those that cover main plot points, to ensure a direction and purpose for the player. The ecosystem makes every moment of gameplay interesting and engaging, even on multiple playthroughs, as said. So what about the survival part of Bleak Faith? You'll be able to craft, scavenge, hunt, and find ways to excel. You will also pick a class, upgrade stats, augment your character, create equipment, and stay healthy in the open world. You will resist the puppet plague and the many afflictions present in the world, which can change the outcome of your journey entirely. You will use stealth and your environment to your advantage. Fighting is not always the best course of action, and when it is, preparing the field to shift the odds in your favor is a necessary tactic. The main description of the story is as follows. Feel the burden of surviving in one of the last remaining outposts of the Forsaken. A legion of hunters condemned to protect the last vestige of humanity. The nature of your purpose, however, is shrouded in mystery, and as you delve deeper into the manifold halls of the Omnistructure, you will come to find the true meaning of alienation, isolation, and dread. Like I said before, Bleak Faith is a work of two friends only, and is looking like a pretty great and polished experience in my opinion. With 30 plus hours of content, I really hope it'll deliver on giving different experiences rather than repeating and repeating again. Though with a lot of the parts of the world being different, I think we're up for some really good content. Alright guys, let me know what you all think of Bleak Faith and if you're excited for it in the comments. Make sure you drop a like on this video to give some support and subscribe to stay tuned. Thanks to Rickno23, Themistocles, Pedro Oliveira, and Jiggly Boy for being a master member on the channel. You can become a Survivor member for 99 cents only. It'll support me and the channel as whole. Thanks for watching.